For the past 50 years, broken money has created massive tailwinds for mega corporations. Their proximity to the money printer and the reality that individuals can't save in dollars has funneled trillions of dollars into indexes like the S&P 500. People invest not because they want to speculate, but because they have to. As a result, these companies have ballooned into massive, inefficient conglomerates composed of hundreds or thousands of overgrown, underperforming segments. If you work in a mega corporation, have worked in a mega corporation, or know people that work in a mega corporation, you know how inefficient they are. Look at IBM. Once a leader in technology innovation, it now resembles a fund managing a portfolio of IT businesses. Rather than building and selling new products, it has leaned heavily on acquisitions, adding complexity, bureaucracy, and a reliance on financial engineering over true innovation. That model worked when money was cheap and investors didn't demand much in return. But if Bitcoin becomes the benchmark for savings, the hurdle rate will rise, and IBM's model, like many other mega corporations, may no longer hold up. In a world where capital is forced to allocate more efficiently, where Bitcoin becomes the benchmark for savings, these bloated structures may be forced to unwind. Divestitures, spinouts, and corporate breakups could become the norm as Bitcoin continues to monetize. So what's the smartest way for mega corporations to hedge against this future? Use today's inflated valuations and access to cheap capital to issue equity, issue debt, and build a Bitcoin treasury. Over time, mega corporations will likely be replaced by thousands of smaller firms operating more efficiently in their own unique niche. The mega corporations need Bitcoin in order to preserve shareholder value. And here's a crazy thought, but it actually may become true. By 2045, a majority of the wealth in the S&P 500 could be attributable not to hyper-profitable operations, but to Bitcoin held on corporate balance sheets. Business is hard, competitive, and filled with risk. Holding Bitcoin is simple, and it's the only monetary asset that cannot be debased. Companies that delay adopting Bitcoin may fall behind as their peers begin building Bitcoin treasuries. Eventually, some may be dropped from the index entirely, not because their businesses collapsed, but because their market capitalization was surpassed by other operating companies that adopted Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset first. As Saifedean Ammous said, Bitcoin won't be adopted like the iPhone because it's cool. It will be adopted like gunpowder. If you don't own it, you'll be its victim. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.